So the school I went to was Ko'okala Miloliʻi Hipuʻu Virtual Academy, and it's a virtual program that's based in Puna, and it has bases outside of the Puna school, and one of those bases was in Miloliʻi. Miloliʻi is a fishing village on the south end coast of the Big Island. When everyone came down from HIKI NŌ and we started learning everything from them, and they started mentoring us in how to make certain shots, how to scope out an area for a shot. It was all very, very foreign to me because it was my first time in an actual production. I've always wanted to make content, and that was one of the biggest motivators for me. Is there's an opportunity to be creative and tell a story and write stories that other people can see. And I thought, wow, I really, really, really like this, and I want to continue to do this with HIKI NŌ. My HIKI NŌ story on Mauna Kea, the spark for it, started when I went to the groundbreaking ceremony for the TMT, and I saw the protests that had initially happened. The dignitaries who were funding the telescope and the people who were protesting telescope were walking together away from the groundbreaking ceremony. They were walking together, and they were talking. And I overheard some of the conversations that they had, and I thought to myself, I was like, wait a minute, this is a lot more complex than I think it is, and I want to know more about it as well.
It was a huge issue, a lot of passion, a lot of different sides, and for Hoku to take it on, it was a little daunting for me, actually.
I love science and technology, and I'm actively involved in web design and computer technology. I'm also Hawaiian. I respect my culture and its values.
The reason why I took it from a Native Hawaiian student, but also a student of science approach, a lover of science, was because I wanted to go into it as someone who just wanted to know more, to investigate, to look at everything.
So what I loved about working with Hoku, and actually found really inspiring myself, was how motivated and how passionate he was. It's a lot to ask of anyone to go out and spend hours and hours and hours speaking to 6, 7, 8, 9 different people about a very emotional subject. And Hoku took it upon himself to really reach out to those people and to call, the mayor he's never met before.
I believe celestial navigation, astronomy, is a sacred science.
And the whole word that we were thinking of when we were working together with Christy was just being as objective as possible and keeping the balanced story. And that stayed true into the editing all up until the end when we eventually recorded it, is that I couldn't take a side, and that this whole story is something that it's too complex, and taking a side wouldn't do it justice, because it's something that happens from all perspectives.
I'm still torn. I want to preserve the places that mean so much to my cultural heritage, but I also see that the project will bring new understanding of our universe and provide educational opportunities to students in Hawaii. I hope to revisit this in 10 years' time and see for myself if TMT does in fact keep their commitments, both to help expand our knowledge of the universe and to be respectful stewards of our cultural sites.
5 years after the story had been taking place, I'm still neutral about it, and that's because I continue to see different sides for the story popping up left and right.
I really, really appreciate the story so much more having watched it a year later and even several years later. And it's a piece I think that holds up over time and actually gets better over time, for me, for sure.
Thursday night at 7:30 on PBS Hawaii.